Come in here.
I'm from Jakarta.
What can I do for you?
Yeah. Somebody gave me this book. I wonder if you can sign it for me. This is in Indonesian language already. They translate.
Okay, I'm sorry, I cannot sign for you.
Okay, sorry.
My pictures are in there.
Okay, thank you.
Because if I sign for you, then I have to sign for other
Everything,
people.
okay.
And I won't have time. Just sit down and sign.
Alright. So, you also study in California?
Yeah. Can you speak English?
Yeah, I went to UC Irvine before.
Okay, I got English. That's my biography, so you want to know me, you just read.
Thank you very much. Yeah.
That's my teaching. You will come by yourself?
Yes, I did.
How did you find this place?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. This message.
You come from Bangkok or?
From Bangkok, yeah.
How long you stay in Thailand?
Monday I come back already. I go back already.
How long you been here now?
Since Wednesday.
I see. So 5 days.
5 days only, yeah.
And what's the purpose of your visit?
I have a seminar tomorrow and Sunday, so.
Working?
Not really, but yeah, some sort of seminar I want to attend. Yeah,
Business seminar? Or?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And how did you get the book? When in Jakarta? From Buddhist?
Sorry?
From the temple or somewhere?
Yes, I went to hear a talk at the temple and they were giving away this book.
Did you read it yet?
Sorry?
Did you read the book yet?
Yeah, I did. It's pretty good.
You like it?
Yeah, it's very nice.
What does it say in Indonesia? The title?
Actually, they give exactly like this in Indonesian. Sense of pleasures are painful. This is just the translation is exactly like that.
I see.
You know. And
you find it useful?
yes, actually, it's very. Because you talk about curbing desires, you know. Yeah. But something I want to clarify, because I think we need desire in this world sometimes. Otherwise, we won't, we won't work or, like work for our job or work to get a degree like that. So how do we stop? We know when to stop the desire or how to choose the right desire or not like that.
Well, you have two paths to choose. You can choose the path that normal people chooses, the path that the Buddha chose. If you want to take the path to the cessation of suffering, then you have to choose the path of the Buddha. You go become a monk and then you give up your worldly life. But if you still want to live the worldly life, then you just have to curb your desire so that it doesn't become overly oppressive. Just do what you can and be thankful for what you have. Be thankful for what you get. Don't let greed take over. Just have enough to eat, to exist, and to be happy. Don't have to be rich, don't have to be famous. Then you can have some semblance of happiness. But you would still have to suffer because when you get old, get sick or die, no matter how much money you have, this money cannot help you when you But if you don't want to suffer when you get sick, get old or die, then you have to curb your desire, get rid of all your desire, especially your desire to live Your desire to live makes you suffer when you cannot live. So it's a matter of choice, really. You can continue living your way of life as you are, and try to curb your desire in a manageable way. Don't let it get out of hand. If you cannot do what your desire asks you to do, then just stop your desire. Don't let it push you to the point where you might go and commit a crime or breaking the sila. If you want to have if you want to have desire and live a happy life, you have to have the 5 precepts, the sila, the panchasila, to curb your desire, so that it doesn't push you to go do things that can hurt you. Then you can be happy and you can still have your desire. But you can become unhappy or sad when you lose what you have, because your desire will want you to have everything, keep everything that you have. But when you lose, then you will become sad and unhappy. But if you take the path of the Buddha, which lead to the total cessation of all forms of desire, then if you lose anything, you will not be sad. If you should lose your body, if you should die, you will not be sad, because you have no desire to have the body, to keep the body. You have no desire to keep your possession. You have no desire to keep your wife, your husband, your family, your sons or your daughter. When you lose them, you will not be sad. So you have to look at the negative side of life. Whatever you have, one day, sooner or later, you will have to lose them. What would you do then? Would you still be happy when you lose your possession, lose your family, lose your life? If you want to be happy and not sad while losing all these things, then you have to stop all your desire. Get rid of all your desire. And meditate and live without any desire. Then you will not be sad when you lose anything, because you don't have any desire for them. You can live without having anything. If you have no desire, you can live. You can be happy without having no possession, no family, no friends. You can live alone. You can live without the body. When the body dies, you don't have to come and reborn to have a new body. Because every time you reborn, you will have to get sick, get old, and die again. And that is not good, because we don't want to get sick, get old, or die. That's because we have desire. It makes us to get a new body. When we lose this body, we have desire, so we have to go get a new body to use the body to support our desire, to go see things, hear things, to have money, to have family, to have children, so forth. You need a body. So if you have desire, you will continue on with your round of rebirth. You will keep coming born, getting sick, getting old, and die. And then come back again, born again, get sick, get old, and die again, forever. But if you follow the path of the Buddha, then you will stop this cycle of rebirth. Once your body die, then you don't come back anymore, because you have no desire to need to have a body to do what your desire want you to do. So there are two paths in the world: the path to the cessation of rebirth, or the path that continue on with rebirth, which you will have some happiness, and in the end you will have sadness when you have to lose everything.
And how does meditation relate to this, and how to...
Meditation will stop your desire.
Oh.
See, when you meditate, you don't use the body, right? Mm-hmm. You don't see, you don't eat, you don't hear, you don't drink, you don't do anything. Mm-hmm. And you can be happy without doing all these things. You can meditate. When you meditate, and if you succeed in your meditation, your mind will be content, peaceful and calm, full, doesn't feel hungry, doesn't want anything, have no desire for anything. Once you can get to that stage, then you don't have to have anything. You can die and it doesn't bother you. If you should die now, today, it doesn't matter. Because you don't need anything. You can be happy without having the body. See, the mind and the body are two separate entities. They are not one and the same thing. When the body dies, the mind doesn't die with the body. If the mind is content, happy, then it doesn't go take a new body. Doesn't go and take up a new body. But if the mind is still not content, still desiring, then when the body dies, it takes up a new body. That's the difference between the mind that has meditation and the mind that doesn't have meditation. If you can meditate and you can make the mind content, then you don't need to have a body. You don't have to go to work because you don't spend money. You can become a monk for the rest of your life.
So it's a way to free yourself from desires then, the meditation.
Yes.
How do you recommend the meditation, Ajahn?
Well, the Buddha said anapanasati, the mindfulness of breathing. When you sit down, close your eyes and focus your attention on your breathing. At the tip of your nose, your breath come in and out. Just watch your breath. Just know that you are breathing in, breathing out, and don't think about anything. If you focus on your breathing, then you cannot go thinking about other things. If you go think about other things, it means you're not focusing on your breathing. And if you're not focusing on your breathing, your mind will not become calm. It will not become still. And when it's not still, your desire is still working. And then you will not be able to sit for long because your desire will ask you to get up and go do something else. So you have to control your thoughts and your desire by focusing your attention only on the breath. Before you can have this ability to focus, you have to develop this ability first. Before you come and sit and meditate, you first have to develop this ability to focus on one thing at a time.
Oh, I see.
And this is what we call mindfulness. You can use a mantra to help you focus on one thing. You can repeat the word Bhutto, Bhutto mentally all the time, from the time you get up to the time you go to sleep. Just keep on reciting Bhutto, Bhutto when you don't have to think about other things. Or you can use your body as your point of focus, point of attention. Watch your body, every movement of your body. Whether you're walking, standing, sitting, what you do, whatever you do, just keep watching your body. You're eating, just watch your body eating. You're taking a shower, getting dressed, whatever you do with the body, just focus your mind on that. Be with the body all the time. Don't let the mind go think about other things. The point is to stop thinking aimlessly. You can think if you have to think of something important, but not think aimlessly of dreaming, fantasizing about this and that. If you have this ability to focus on one thing, when you meditate, your mind can become concentrated and become still. When the mind becomes still and calm, you have your desire disappear, and you have peace and contentment and happiness. Then you know that you don't need to have anything to make you happy, because you know how to make yourself happy. And it's the best kind of happiness, because it doesn't rely on other things or people to make you happy. Other kinds of happiness, you need to have other things or people to make you happy. And when you cannot get them, you become sad. But this you can always have it. Once you know how to do it, you can always have this kind of happiness. Read my books, you probably get more detail from reading the books. Okay.
But last thing, so we don't mix the Bhutto or the mindfulness. We don't mix, right? Just choose one, right? Yes.
Sometimes you can, if you find that watching your body is not possible, your mind keeps thinking about it, then you can use the mantra to help you. Keep repeating the mantra as you go do your thing. When if your mind wants to go think about other things and you cannot focus on your body, then use the mantra to help.
But that's not meditation, right? This is just preparation.
Yeah, preparation. But when you sit, and then you just use one thing.
Just the breath.
Watch your breath, or you can use the mantra.
I see. How come some practitioners, they advise to watch the breath on the stomach instead of the nose?
It's just a point of focus, that's all. Some people find it hard to focus on the tip of your nose. They can see it clear. They can feel more clearly on the stomach. When you breathe in, you feel your stomach comes out. And when you breathe out, your stomach falling. So they say watch the stomach instead. But for people who have strong mindfulness, they can feel the breath at the tip of the nose.
So you can choose.
Yeah, you can choose, just stay at one point. Don't move around.
But lastly, is it necessary to do labeling, like some people do, like in, out?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Unless you find it's useful, because sometimes your mind wants to go think about other things.
Oh, I see.
So you use the labeling to stop your mind from thinking.
I see. Just help to mindfulness.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Anything else?
Just one thing, before you were talking in Thai, I only know one word, like sabai, relaxing. What were you talking about relaxing?
Same thing, talking about curbing your desire by forcing yourself to stay in one place for 6 hours. Find a chair and sit down and don't do anything for 6 hours. And fight with your desire. You can use anything to fight. You can use a mantra. You can meditate, but don't do anything. But you don't have to sit in a way that will make you painful. Just you can sit comfortable, and if you feel you want to get up and stand up to relieve your body, you can stand up. But you cannot move around. Only place you can go is to the toilet if you want to relieve yourself. And if you want to drink water, just have a bottle of water next to you. And this is sort of curbing your desire and developing your mindfulness at the same time. And meditate, if you can meditate, you can also meditate during this 6 hours. There's nothing fixed. You can do anything you want, but you just have to be sitting there and doing nothing. You can meditate, you can use a mantra, you can just sit down and try to not to think about anything. If you can do this, you have strong strong mind to resist your desire.
So not become restless.
Yeah. And eventually you'll find that you can be happy without having to do anything. What's so bad about sitting and doing nothing? It's the best thing in the world.
Okay.
But it's your desire that makes you feel uncomfortable. But if you can persist, your desire will eventually disappear. When your desire disappears, then you'll find sitting, doing nothing is the best thing. So comfortable, sabai.
Comfortable.
The whole purpose of practice is to overcome your desire, get rid of your desire. Once there are no desire, then no problem. Because you can sit still, you don't have to do anything. The reason why you do all these things is because of your desire. You want to see, you want to hear, you have to find money to pay for what you see, for what you hear. You just keep going running around. And no matter how much you see, no matter how you hear, once you have seen it or heard it, it disappears, and you have to see again. Keep on. Your desire will never make you fulfill. It will keep you hunger for more, not content.
So worry is related to this, to desire, worrying?
Worry because you're afraid that you might not be able to do what you want to do, see? Because your body gonna get sick, get old and die, so you worry. But no matter how much you worry, it's gonna get sick, get old and die anyway. So the way to get rid of your worry is not to rely on your body. Don't use your body. And the way not to use the body is not to have any desire. When you don't have any desire, then you don't have to use the body. And when you don't have to use the body, you don't have to worry about the body, right?
So the way to stop worrying is to control our desires.
The way to stop every form of stress, worry, anxiety, restlessness, it all comes from your desire. To be able to do things that you want to do. But you have to rely on things to be able to do it. And the things that you rely on, they're not dependent, they're not reliable. Sometimes you can, sometimes you cannot rely on them. When you cannot rely on them, you hurt, you feel bad.
Oh, you mean like if we have expectation and it doesn't turn out the way we want?
But if you have no expectation, then you don't have to worry about whether it's going to turn out the way you want it or not.
Right.
So all of your mental problem, all your feeling of bad feeling and anxiety and all arise from your desire. If you have no desire, then there's nothing to worry about. No disappointment if you don't have any desire. You don't expect anything. How can you be disappointed? You're disappointed because you want something, right? And you don't get it. You want because you have desire for them.
What about the desire for enlightenment? I know some people, they meditate every day, hours, because they want to get enlightened.
This is good desire. This is the desire that you should have. Desire to become enlightened, desire to leave your family, desire to become a monk, desire to keep the precept. These are good desire. This is the desire that will end all desire. But the desire to be rich, to be famous, to be happy with people or things, these are bad desire. Because eventually you will not be able to have it. Because everything that you desire for, you will lose it one day.
So these desires come out from the defilements? I read from your book,
from your delusion, from your lack of the right. What is the good desire or the bad desire?
Okay.
But when you come and come across Buddhism and you read the teaching of the Buddha, then he'll tell you what is good and what is bad. What is good desire, which desire are good desire, and which desire are bad desire. He said the bad desire is the desire to see, to hear, to have happiness from the sight, sound, smell, taste, and tactile objects. You should abandon this desire. The desire to be rich, to be famous, to be powerful. This is bad because they are temporary. Once you have achieved it, one day you will lose it. When you lose it, you become sad. So you should desire for things that you will never lose. And the only thing that you will never lose is your mind. And the peace of mind that you develop through your meditation practice. Once you have achieved this peace of mind, contentment, you will never lose it. You will always have it with you, regardless of whatever happened to your body.
So the bad desires are the ones related to the senses, right?
Yes, to the senses and to all the things that exist in this world. Money, wealth, fame, people, things. All of these things, they are temporary. They come and go, or you either have to leave them one day, or they leave you one day. Sooner or later, you have to be separated from them. When you die, your body die, everything that you have will be all gone. Okay. บางโยมพาใครมา
พอดีเพื่อนของแฟนก็มาจากอเมริกาเขาสนใจเรื่องทำสมาธิหนูเลยพามานี่ค่ะหลวงพ่อประปรดเมตตาบางทีก็อาจจะมีคำถามเขาเคยไปที่ปีนังที่สิงคโปร์เขาบอกไปเคาะประตูวัดคุยกันไม่เข้าใจเขาก็เลยมาพอดีพามาที่นี่กันเคยมาขอเมตตาทำ
ก็พอดีมีชาวอินโดนีเซียเข้ามาก็กำลังคุยภาษาอังกฤษอยู่พอดี You're from the state? From which state?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin. How long you been in Thailand?
A few days.
Oh, just a few days. Are you just vacationing here?
Yeah.
I see. And she said that you're interested in Buddhism, in meditation?
Yeah.
What sort of information you like to know? Have you meditated before?
Since 1984.
What kind of meditation did you do?
TM.
TM. You use a mantra. What do you use as your object of concentration?
Just a word. One word.
Mm-hmm. And have you achieved any result from your meditation?
All the time.
Yeah, peace and happiness? Contentment?
Sometimes.
That's the goal of meditation, is to find peace and happiness within yourself, not having to rely on other things to make you happy.
So my wife of 35 years just asked for a divorce, so I need meditation now.
Yes. If you can meditate, then divorce will be no problem. It will be a blessing instead of a curse, because then you'll be free to pursue your meditation more. And the result from your meditation will always be with you. No matter where you are, where you go, you can always have this result with you. But the result from your marriage only exists while you're married. When you're divorced, then the result of your marriage will disappear. The happiness that you have from your marriage will disappear. So it's better to be alone and meditate. Because you can be happy being alone if you know how to meditate. When you meditate, you don't need to have things or people to make you happy. You can make yourself happy by concentrating your mind to stop your mind from thinking. See? And when you stop thinking, you stop your cravings and your desire. When there are no desire, no craving, then your mind becomes peaceful and content. That's the purpose in Buddhist meditation anyway, is to stop the mind from thinking and desiring. Then peace and contentment will arise in the mind. Then you can live alone and be happy by yourself.
So what if I want her to be happy and she doesn't meditate?
This is impossible. She has to be happy herself. If she wants to be happy, she can choose the two kinds of happiness. The happiness that rely on things and people to make her happy. And she has to remarry if she wants to divorce you. And she wants to, if you want her to be happy, ask her to get a new husband. And she'll be happy. Or she can meditate. There are two possibilities, two kinds of happiness. But in desiring for people or things to be like this or like that will make you unhappy. Because sometimes you cannot achieve what you desire for. So the Buddha said, never desire for anything if you don't want to hurt yourself. You have to leave everything alone, leave people alone. Let them find their own way, their own happiness. The only thing you can help them is physically. If they need food, if they need clothing, if you can afford to help them, help them. But as far as the mind, there's nothing you can do for them. They have to find their own happiness. Which are two ways. By relying on people or things to make them happy, relying on meditation. So there are just these two ways, and the best way is meditation, because this is a permanent way. You don't have to rely on people or things. If you rely on people or things, people come and go, things come and go. When they go, then you become sad. But if you rely on your meditation, you will always be able to meditate. You always be able to generate this kind of happiness, regardless of your physical condition. You can be sick, you can be old, yet you can still generate this kind of happiness. You can meditate in bed, you can meditate while you're old. So it's better. You don't have to rely on your body or on other people or things to make you happy. So if you know how to meditate, I encourage you to do more. Do all day long. Do nothing else. Stop watching television. Stop going out. No more music, no more movies, nothing. Just meditate. That's what the Buddha teaches the monk to do. From the time the monk gets up to that time the monk goes to sleep. Meditate or control your thought, your emotion, your desire. By stop thinking. Don't think aimlessly. Don't dream, don't fantasize. Just be here and now. Just watch whatever you are doing. Concentrate, focus on what you are doing at the moment. Forget the past, forget the future, be here and now, in the present, by not thinking. When you think, you usually think of the past or of the future. And when you think, you become restless, agitated, because you have desire to do this or to do this, to have this or to have that. Then you cannot remain still. You have to go look after what you desire for. And once you get it, it disappears. You have a brief happiness from achieving what you want. But after a while, you have a new desire. So you have to go chase after another desire. It's like going after your own shadow. Your shadow always casts one step ahead of you. When you move toward the shadow, your shadow move forward. It's the same thing with your desire. If you desire for something, you go after it. Once you have it, a new desire will come up. So you keep going after your desire endlessly. So the best way is to stop, not go after your desire. Don't generate any desire. When there's no desire, then you can sit still and be happy. I have a couple of books in English. I can give it to you. This is my autobiography, and this is my teaching. Take a look. Anybody else want? มีคนอื่นอยากได้ไหม Is this enough?
You had Burmese. หลานสาวต้องการค่ะ
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
LA?
Yeah.
Okay. I used to work in LA. In my biography, you're reading. I went to college in Fresno. Went to Fresno State.
Okay.
Then during the summer I went to LA to work. This is in 1968 and 69. 2 summers, I worked 3 summers. 68, 69 and 70 in Los Angeles. You know Griffith Park?
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked there during the summer. They had the Greek theater.
Yeah. I live very close to Griffith.
Yeah, okay. I work as an usher. All right. You have anything you want to ask?
No, not yet. Still learning.
Okay. You worry because you rely on things that it's not reliable. See, and the things that we rely on are not reliable. They tend to break down. They tend to leave you, separate from you. Because the Buddha said everything in this world is impermanent. And if you rely on things that is impermanent, you are bound to become worried, and you are bound to become sad, because sooner or later you and them will have to be separated. So you can only rely on one thing, that is your ability to meditate. Once you know how to meditate, you can generate the kind of happiness that doesn't rely on other things or people. Then you won't have any worry or anxiety. But if you rely on money, on people and things, you will always worry, because this thing comes and goes, right? So try to meditate. This is something you can learn. Once you master it, then you can always generate happiness within yourself. Okay.